A very, very good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, thank you for joining me today here on your favorite channel of Tracy Go TV. And if you are new, kindly subscribe so that you don't miss any of the videos that we share, because we do videos each and every day. And today we've got a very interesting story, a very interesting argument that is being led by the economic freedom fighters in South Africa. And this is the decriminalization of prostitution, not in SA only, but in the whole of Africa. So this is not that kind of topic that Christians they welcome then there, because what they are thinking is like we are giving a passport to sin, so they condemn that topic instantly. So today what I just want to do is Mbuyisendlozi. Forgive me if I'm not pronouncing the name very correctly. There was a narrative that Naledi Chirwa was the one who was pushing for decriminalization of prostitution, but he actually comes to correct that narrative, to say that it's actually the economic freedom fighters which are fronting this, that prostitution should never be considered as a crime. Yes, the Christians, they can look at it as sin, but it should not be considered as a crime. So what we are going to do just now is we are just going to read the arguments that Mbuyisendlovu was presenting, and I would want you to tell me what is your opinion on this. So I'm just going to start from here. So Mbuyisendlozi says that it's the economic freedom fighters that is pursuing decriminalization of prostitution. So Naledi Chirwa actually speaks for us. No one must be imprisoned for taking money for sex. No one must be brought to jail just because they took money for sex. If you have a Christian problem about this, take note. So in this argument, he just addresses all the Christians and says, adultery is also a sin, but those who cheat on their wives never get imprisoned. He's making a contrast between adultery and prostitution. Prostitution, this is when you go into the streets, or not even into the streets, but you pay people so that you can have sex. So that's prostitution. And when you do prostitution in the streets and you are caught by the police, you are arrested, and that is considered a crime. But if a husband or a wife cheats on his partner and they engage in adultery, which is a sin as much equal as prostitution, they don't get imprisoned. So number one, that's not fair. That's not fair. But even if it's not fair, it just looks at it this way, that no one should be imprisoned for doing prostitution. So it says you don't have to believe in sex work. You don't have to believe in sex work or prostitution to agree that it must not be a criminal act like theft, murder, or rape. You don't have to agree to that. You can still believe sex work is immoral, just like you believe adultery is moral, but no one needs to go to prison for cheating on their wives or husband. So the argument is, even if we agree that this is a moral wrong, this is not right, this is a social ill, but no one has to go to prison for that. And he actually had to address again this sex work issue. He says the problem with prostitution is precisely what Jesus encountered in John 8 with a woman who was found in the very act of adultery. They dragged her and left the man she was sleeping with. Each day, society stones women who sell sex, but not the man who buys it. Bloody hypocrites. So this is a very interesting argument. That is the one who is selling sex who is arrested. It's the prostitute who is arrested. But those who prostitute with the prostitute are not arrested. The men are not arrested. The same with the woman who committed adultery. She was the one who was dragged in front of Jesus, but the man whom she was committing adultery with was not dragged in front of Jesus. So that's the comparative that he's putting, that if sex work, prostitution is a crime, both the one who is selling sex and the one who is buying it, they must all be arrested. That is the logic that he is actually putting forward. And I don't know. Tell me what you think about this. It's like someone who is selling banje or dag. The one who is selling banje and the one who is buying it, they are both arrested. But the one who is selling sex and the one who is buying it, they are not both arrested, which becomes double standards. So I don't know what you think about this. Do you think that sex work should be decriminalized? Kindly tell me what you think about this. And also, thank you for watching. Kindly subscribe so that you won't miss any of the videos that we do, because we do videos each and every day.